What is going on, guys? This is part 2 to the After Effects editing series that I'm doing. Today we're going to be going over how to sync shots in After Effects. We're not going to be using Vegas Pro or any other program. We're just going to do it all in After Effects, and I'm going to show you how. I looked at many tutorials where they use the time renapping. We're not going to use that. We're just going to use the simple tool that we kind of used last tutorial. So what you're going to want to do is get your clip, drop that in here. Make sure that's all slow mode and everything. I already did that, but now we're up to the syncing part. So I have my audio in a separate composition, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually split the beats, or split the clip on every time the beat hits. Okay, so it hits here, which is 15, here, which is 17, here, which is about 18 and a half, and then here, which is 20. So it's about 1.5 to 2 seconds every beat. This is Smoking MCs. You could look it up. It's a pretty cool song. But anyways, the beat is consistent. You know, when you're using a hip hop song, it's probably better off when you're using feeds and things like that, because the beats are pretty consistent. It's either 1 2 1 2 or 1 2 3. Whatever the normal beats is. It's gonna be fairly consistent, especially in this song. The beat's fast paced. Not gonna have to worry about really dragging the clips out too much. So after you do that, you're gonna want to drag your composition, and I'm gonna put it on top. I just like it on top. And I'm gonna wait till, well, I actually forgot to do this. 11 seconds is where I split my audio at, because the first 11 seconds I didn't want. So I'm just gonna put this here. That won't be for you unless you don't want the little intro part, because the beat doesn't really come till like about 11-12 seconds. So I'm gonna just take that off, and the audio, we don't need that. I'm just gonna look for where my first shot hits. So right there is where our first shot hits. So we're gonna want to split the clip here like that. Now what we're going to want to do is we're not going to want to worry about this. We're going to take the audio off of this, and we're just going to listen for the beat on the audio. So I'm going to let this RAM preview for a second. Okay, so let's see. Got to put the audio on. Alright. Okay, so the first one is gonna come a little late. So depending on when the actual beat comes, I'll actually just split the audio again, just because we don't have any beat, and I'm not going to really stretch my clip for about 5 seconds. No one wants to see the scope zoom in for 5 seconds. So let's just see with the audio again. Okay, so let's just zoom in a little bit, and we're actually going to just wait till we see the beat. So it's right here. Let's just see if that's where it's at. I don't know why it's not. So it's right there. So now we're going to split the audio. And now we got to figure, okay, the shot is here. So we're going to pull this right here. That's where the shot is. And we're just going to simply increase our zoom time. Or we could just increase the time the scope is in. But the reason why we're not going to increase the scope, and I mean it's only about it's about a second. So does it really matter? No, but if you have to adjust to your beat, because not everyone's going to have the same beat, you don't want it to look like a hard scope, but that's not really going to matter for this because it's only about a second. So we're just going to stretch this about 200, about 250. It's all, just trial and error, so, I'm on the same page as everyone else. So then we could just pull that a little bit. It's not really affecting anything. Just make sure that's lined up. That's lined up. And then this is how it should look if it all works out, right? Just wait till that syncs. Oh, and that actually worked out really well too, because now the second one synced actually perfectly, so I'll show you that. Okay, so now we're just going to give you one more example and we'll be done with this tutorial. So now on the third one, you could see, we'll move this about here because we're done with this half. Those two are perfectly synced. So the beat hits right here. I'm just going to make sure that is right, so it does. Okay, so that's right there. Just going to want to split that, and the shot comes right there. So you can see that little line, that's where the shot is. So that's that. So now we're going to have to shrink the clip. So this is good. We're showing you that you had to extend it, and now we're going to have to shrink it. So we want from here, not really want it in a general area because we don't want to just shrink one little part and make everything look normal and then one really sped up. So we're going to go about from where he zooms in now, go about 75 because 100% is like the medium. So maybe like 60. Okay, so we'll just do that. We'll shrink this by about 80 just so we get every part of the clip, his walking and everything to really be equal, because you don't want him to run super fast and then then it'll look a little funny. So we'll maybe just make this 90 or 85 just to increase it a little bit just so everything lines up perfectly. Okay, so this should be right. It's okay if you have a little bit of this overlapping very slightly. Only about a frame or two is okay. Anything else, it'll mess the clip up. So let's see how it'll look. So that's actually funny because all the clips lined up perfectly. So I mean that works out perfectly. So let's just see this again. I'll show you it with the RAM preview, and then that'll be that. So besides the end, everything worked out perfectly. That's how to sync shots. It's very easy as long as you have a little bit of patience. I mean, it took me, 9 minutes to do it. Just like I said in the last tutorial, it only took me about 10 minutes to edit the whole thing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, please leave a like. Any comments, questions, or concerns, leave them in the section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe for more.